Okay, so I've been playing the Sopranos Road to Respect game from like 2006. And I gotta say, while the actual gameplay is pretty boring, a lot of the characters in the show voice the characters in the game. And it makes it like a really fun like season of The Sopranos. That's kind of like, if you're like a fan of The Sopranos, you might want to like play this game. So, this game is obviously not canon to actual Sopranos. It's pretty much just like a spin-off kind of like game where you play as Pussy Bumpin' Sarah's like bastard kid.
Big face when you short of that.
As Tony takes him under his wing and has him work for Paulie.
Don't fuck with me. Who you been talking to?
Altogether, it's not that good of a game. The combat's like really shit, and the enemies lock onto you like hella. But other than that, the game's actually like pretty fun, and it looks really good for being like a game from 2006. A lot of the reflections look really nice still to this day. A lot of the textures and environments obviously look like they're from 2006, and they're running on a PC emulator. I will say, as a big fan of the show, is like this fun little like like kind of like lost episode of Sopranos kind of. It just feels so fun, and all the characters feel like they're exaggerated just the right amount for like a video game.
When you're jerking off in your TV room, which hand you use?
What?
You right-handed or left?
Right.
You heard him.
You could tell they really had fun doing this, and it was like kind of a fun experience just being part of like a video game. And as we don't have like James Gandolfini anymore, it's interesting like hearing this like this thing that not a lot of people probably played. So it's like it's really cool.
Look at you, a fucking street punk, snatching purses from old ladies.
As for gameplay, like I said, it's pretty boring, pretty simple. I would say the combat is kind of a prototype to what you would see in like a Sleeping Dogs or Mafia, or not Mafia, Yakuza. And I think this even came out like a year, or in the same year as Yakuza, or a year after Yakuza came out. So you can see a lot of the combat stuff being somewhat even similar to that. So throughout the story, you'll be helping out Tony, Paulie, Sil, and Christopher with multiple jobs and errands they need you to run. Like giving them a sandwich.
Cheeseburger and a vanilla shake. If it's chocolate, you're fucking taking it back.
You'll also do jobs with Chris, going to the gym to help extort this one guy with steroids.
Hell shit away from me.
Oh, jerk.
What'd you say, juice boy?
Oh. Please, let go of me.
Hey, leave him alone, asshole!
The menu of the game is actually starts at the beginning of the game, kind of, but you don't know it until like a little bit later. And it's when you kill this guy in the bathroom.
Enough already. Clean them up. It's first. All right, forget that fuck. Now go pick up my thing.
I didn't call it in yet, Paulie. I've been running non-stop. I'll do it right now.
Spot on, you killed him. You stupid shit.
You don't know at the time, this is Mario, the, I think, nephew of Angelo, mobster who just got out of prison. Again, he's another, like, character who's kind of like the original character from before the game. Played by the same guy, I think it's who plays Joe in Mafia 2.
Hey, Vito, you know what time it is?
It's daytime. How the fuck should I know?
It's time for you to get your own fucking car.
So, we try to keep it under wraps that Mario's dead and just saying, we don't know where he's been. A lot of guys have seen, like, different Reggie walking around with the watch. If you remember, when we killed Reggie, when we killed Mario, Reggie had taken the watch, and you had taken the gun that he had. So now you have to like kill Reggie before anybody starts to get suspicious. There's also this guy called Tessiano, which we also have this section of the hospital where you have to kill him later. But we'll skip it for now and just talk about how AJ gets his car stolen by Angelo after having to try to get it back. After this whole rigmarole of like getting it stolen, and then us going to a chop shop to get it back. He gets it stolen by Angelo's guys, which starts kind of a mini war between Angelo and Tony. Tony has Joey and Vito burned down the porn studio. I think they return Tony's car later with Joey's girlfriend Trish in the car with signs that she was like assaulted. And you have to fight Angelo, and he's kind of the final boss of the game, and then you kind of become a made man. So again, it's kind of like your standard mob movie with some interesting parts in it, like how Joey talks to the ghost of his dad, which is really just his subconscious talking to him, as he gets farther and farther into the mob lifestyle, and kind of does an interesting job, and kind of mirrors a lot of Sopranos, kind of having like ghost characters in the game or in the show. But I think the game itself is like 5 hours. It's a pretty quick journey through Sopranos, and it could be pretty entertaining in the right circumstance. I think some of the standout missions are where it looked also really good, like the gym I thought was really cool. I thought the hospital mission was pretty cool, and I like the twist that the doctor was selling some opiates on the side. I guess he didn't want to cut one of the guys. The doctor? I think the doctor who was at the early bachelor party. He didn't want to cut him in, and then he gets stabbed, and it's this whole like hallucination part of the game. It's pretty interesting. It doesn't last too long. I do like the one part where he's hallucinating and Chris shoots him with the gun. I think it's pretty cool. And shows a lot of potential that this game could have had if maybe it had come out maybe in the PS3 era. Maybe it was a little bit longer. But for what it is, it's an interesting just technical showcase in terms of like it's a very good looking game from 2006 that came out on the PS2. You can't say it's not a looker.
Satriali's better bang, most about the garbage thing, therapy, pussy lie, ducks are in the fucking sky. Provolone, gabagool, horses in my living room, man of God, how about that? You see the brick's face when he saw the dead.